Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the heart of New Orleans. Before us lies an arena where no blood is spilled, yet destinies are shattered. You are about to witness the climactic battle for the first ever official World Chess Championship title. This is the deciding 20th game. Who will be the first king of chess? Johannes Zukertort, the genius of attack, plays with the white pieces. Wilhelm Steinitz, the revolutionary of logic, commands the black. Steinitz leads the match, and Zukertort needs a miracle. One move separates immortality from oblivion. We begin. Zukertort makes the first move. King's pawn 2 squares forward, e4. Steinitz answers symmetrically, e5. And here, the challenge. White develops the knight to c3, the Vienna game. Black brings the knight to c6. But look at Zukertort. He refuses the quiet path. Pawn f2 to f4. Zukertort offers a gambit. He craves the fierce attack he so masterfully executed in London years ago. While Wilhelm ponders his response, let's look at Johannes Zukertort. Born in Lublin, modern-day Poland, in 1842, he is a man of incredible erudition, a doctor, a polyglot, a war veteran. Zukertort once played 16 blindfold games simultaneously. 3 years ago in London, he achieved a crushing victory over the elite. However, this 3-month marathon has drained him of all strength. Zukertort is so exhausted that he takes medicine right at the board. For him, this game is the final chance to prove that the old school of romantic attack is still alive. Steinitz accepts the challenge. His pawn takes f4. Zukertort seizes the center, pawn d2 to d4. Then pawn d7 to d5. There it is, Steinitz's counterstrike. This is his ideology, no passive defense. Wilhelm Steinitz was born in Prague in 1836. He moved to the USA in 1883 and became an American citizen shortly after. Steinitz invented the system of positional play. He was the first to realize chess is not a game of random sacrifices, it is a science of positional advantage. In 1873, he stepped away from tournaments for 9 years to serve as a journalist for London's Field magazine, and in 1885, he founded the International Chess magazine. If he wins today, the world of chess changes forever. Back to the board. Zukertort captures on d5. Steinitz responds instantly. He brings his queen to h4, check. Zukertort forces his own king on a stroll to e2. Steinitz checks again with the queen on e7. Zukertort's king maneuvers. King to f2. The black queen returns to h4. This is a psychological duel. Zukertort pushes the pawn to g3. Steinitz captures. White's king stands on g2. Black takes the pawn with the knight on d4. This match is a true drama in 3 acts. It spanned 3 cities, New York, St. Louis, and now New Orleans. It has been a true marathon of endurance under the first to 10 wins rule. 3 months ago in New York, Zukertort held a crushing 4-1 lead. The title seemed decided. But in St. Louis, Steinitz leveled the score. And here, in New Orleans, he has finally broken his opponent. The struggle continues. White takes the pawn on g3. The black queen moves to g4. Zukertort won't back down. Queen to e1, check. Steinitz blocks with the bishop on e7. White develops the bishop to d3. Steinitz answers with the knight to f5. Do you see the intensity in their eyes? This is no longer just a game, it's a war of nerves. Zukertort develops the knight to f3. Steinitz prepares his defense, bishop to d7. White bishop to f4, black pawn to f6. Every move is like a gunshot in the silence. White knight to e4, black knight to h6. The tension has reached its breaking point. Attention to the board. The tactical fireworks begin. Zukertort's bishop takes the knight on h6. Steinitz recaptures with the knight. And here, I cannot believe my eyes. Rook takes h6. Zukertort gives up an entire rook for a knight. This is madness. The spectators are clutching their heads. Is it genius or despair? He wants to tear apart the black king's defense. Steinitz takes the rook with the h6 pawn. Zukertort strikes, knight to f6, check. A royal fork on the king and queen.
3 months of grueling struggle, thousands of miles traveled, and the brutal shift in climate have taken a heavy toll on the players. Just look at Zukertort's eyes. He's utterly exhausted. He is physically withered away during this tournament. Zukertort suffers from a weak heart. Here in New Orleans, he was so ill that doctors actually urged him to withdraw from the match. This is the tragedy of a grandmaster fighting a war on 2 fronts, one against his opponent and the other against his own failing body.
Steinitz is forced to retreat his king to f8. And then, Johannes Zukertort stops the clock and extends his hand. White resigns.
Today is March 29, 1886. Wilhelm Steinitz officially becomes the first world chess champion. Romanticism has perished in this hall, giving way to logic and calculation. A new king is born. The era of positional play has begun. Today, modern chess was born. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time to new victories.